I know the new year marks a time where everyone make their resolutions, or they reflect on the last year and think about what they don't want to, think about things that they want to improve in their lives for the new year. And while I was making my own list, I came up with, I call it the ABCs of getting it together. And I have my laptop right here, so that's what I'm looking at. And it's just offering some words of encouragement, some advice to those who, to us all, everybody who's making some resolutions or setting some goals for this year. So the first one is, of course, A, and for me, A is assertion. And what I mean by assertion is you have to assert yourself in whatever field that you are trying to get into or break into, or whatever field you're into already. You have to assert yourself. You have to do whatever it is that you need to do to be recognized, to gain respect in that particular field. You have to be, not necessarily aggressive. I think just assertive, let everyone know that you're there and what it is you're trying to do, what your goals are, what your intentions are. So A is for assertive, and B is for believe. And believing in yourself is important because if you want a following, if you want customers, if you want investors, they're going to look at your confidence. And I feel like if they see that you're not that confident in yourself, or then they're not going to be confident in you. They're not going to believe in you. So B, believe in yourself. That's very important. The next one is C, and C is for consistency. So what I mean by that is, or what I'm learning is that you have to work on your goals every day. 15 minutes, 30 minutes, hours, whatever you have. You have 24 hours a day, and you have to put, you have to budget your time, and you have to put something in there for your goals, whatever is your goals. You have to put those in there. So, and you have to be consistent. So you can't work on something one day. This is what I'm learning too. So I can't work on something one day and then come back to it a month later and expect some type of positive results. So C is for consistency. Work on your goals every day. The next letter is D, discipline, self-control. Like I said, you have 24 hours in a day, and you control those hours. You control what time you're gonna put for, I would say entertainment, how long it takes if you work, time to get to work, the hours you actually work, the time to get home. You budget your time. You control whether or not you want to spend it on working on your goals, or sleeping, or watching TV. You control your time. So discipline, you would set aside, say, an hour every day, or 10, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Your goal is to lose weight, working out every day or 3 days out of the week. You have that discipline and self-control to do that. And then E is for effort. You gotta put in the effort. So all of these, they seem to all relate to one another. So if you're consistent and you have discipline and you put in the effort, you're bound to see some results. So people are like, if you're not working on your goals as much as you should, but you want somebody to follow you, or somebody to believe in you, or somebody to help you, they're going to see how much effort. They want to look at your effort before they pitch in or before they follow you. So E is for effort. Got to put the work in. F is fail. Don't be afraid to fail. I feel like you will fail. We all fail. But the best thing from that is that you learn from your goal. You learn from your mistakes. So failure is okay. It's a chance to learn from your mistakes and to do things differently. G is for goals, what I've been talking about. So get you a notebook that costs less than $1 and list your goals. Set realistic goals that can be easily achieved. If they're kind of like unrealistic, then you may just get discouraged. So I would say set realistic goals. H is for happiness. I think emotional well-being is important. Like if you're not feeling good on the inside, then how can you work on anything extra? You know, how can you give your all to something, or you know, how can you work on something wholeheartedly? You know, so happiness and your emotional well-being is important. They all say we are responsible for our own happiness, so you have to do what you have to take care of your mind, your body, and your spirit. And I feel like once those three things are in check, once they're going well, then you can move on to working on your goals. You can move on to other things. I is for inspiration. And if you ever think about giving up, don't. Think about what inspires you. When you think about what inspires you, then that can motivate you to keep going. So inspiration, what is your inspiration? And just use that as like thinking about your inspiration as a way to keep going and not give up. J is for joy. For me, I know when I'm working on your goals, it will be hard work. It is hard work, but for me, I find like while I'm doing it, I feel good. I feel joy because I set out to do something and I'm working on it, and it's mine. And I'm not working for a big company at the moment. I'm working for myself, and I experience great joy from that. And I feel like everybody will, you know, when you hustling, trying to get your goals accomplished, I feel like everyone will feel joy from that. It's a good feeling. And lost my page. So J is for joy. And then K is for serenity. And whatever you do, as like I was saying about effort, put your all into it. Do it. You know, this is your baby. This is your dream. This is your goal. This is something that you want to see come to fruition. So I was kill it. Work hard on it. You know, don't just make sure you give it your all. Make sure you give 100%. So that was K, to kill it. Give it your all, 100%. And the next one I would say was L, and L is for love. I feel like when you do what you love, and whatever your measurement or definition of success is, I feel like that's, I feel like you will reach it. You will achieve success when you're doing what you love, when you feel like you're working in your purpose. That one, M is for motivation, and I was thinking how M is for motivation, and you think about what your inspiration should motivate you, what inspires you. Like I said, my list, the words, they all relate to one another. So when your motivation for me is your inspiration, what inspires you? Why did you choose to that particular goal? What happened that should motivate you? Go back to what inspires you. N is for no. Say no. No is a good word. saying no to distractions, which could be it could be anything that would distract you from your goal. So if, like I said, you're trying to lose weight, say no to the foods that you know pack on the calories. Say no to the sweets, the sugars, whatever it is. Say no to that. If you would rather spend time inside, I don't know, writing, painting, whatever it is you do, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, you may have to say no to friends, to people who want to go out. You may have to say no to that night out. You might have to say no to the sweets. You might have to say no to, if you're trying to save money, and say no to Uber Eats. Say no to whatever it is that will distract you or deter you from your goal. So no is a positive word. Outline. So I said G was for goal and O is for outline, and the more for outline. So after you write down what your goal is, you write down under whatever is your goal, you will write down the steps you're going to take to get to those goals. So you will create an outline for your goals. P is for procrastination. So we're going to say no to procrastination, and we're going to say yes to persistence. Okay, so sometimes we self-sabotage and we call it procrastinating. And, instead of, as for me, spending that extra hour on my work, I get distracted and I'm deep cleaning something that doesn't need to be deep cleaned. So that's my own self-sabotage. On my social media before spending that extra time writing. So I'm going to say no to procrastination, yes to persistence. You got to keep it moving. You got to be consistent. And Q is for quit, don't quit. Don't. I just said you have to be persistent. And C was for consistent. So you got to keep moving. You have to be at a steady pace. R is for relax. So take breaks. It's okay to take breaks. Sometimes you might come across a problem, and the only way to solve that problem is to step away from it for a little bit. So relax. It's okay. It's okay to relax. And it's okay to take breaks. You have to do that. But not too long though, because remember, we're putting in the effort, we're being consistent, persistent. So you have to take breaks, but they're necessary. And S is for start, and I would say start somewhere, please. Sometimes we may wait and say, oh, I need this before I can do that, or but no, start somewhere. Work with what you have. And currently that's what I'm doing. I'm working with what I have. I have I'm using my phone to record, and I got my little mic right here. And if I say I'm waiting till I get the fanciest camera or the fanciest mic or the fanciest setup, the best setup, then I never will start. So you have to start from somewhere. Please start from somewhere and just work your way up. The next one is tenacity. So I like this word because for me it means the strength, to keep going no matter what. So we hold on when things are going well. We hold on, we celebrate. We're happy. But what about when things are getting tough? So that's where tenacity comes in. You have to have the strength to hold on good times and bad times. So U is for unique. So you have, everyone is different. You have to set a goals for yourself. Don't compare your outcome to anyone else's. If you're looking to start a new business, don't compare your business to anyone else. And don't get discouraged because if your idea isn't like a brand new idea. And I say that because this is a common example. Say for instance, toilet paper. You go to the grocery store. How many different brands of toilet paper do you see? So Don't get discouraged if your idea is a novel, but if it's something that you feel passionate about, then I think it's something that should be pursued. So it's great to be unique. As far as everybody's goals and success, the outcome is going to be different. Everyone's going to have that different, unique outcome. If the idea isn't novel, if it isn't brand new, that's okay too. Don't let that discourage you. Remember, we're trying to be persistent, consistent, putting in all the work. We're going to keep going, keep it moving. Okay, we're moving right along down this list. And the next one I have is versatility. And for me, it is like, okay, so I'm all for creating plans and writing down my goals and having outlines. I do it a lot with the knowledge that I know things don't always go as planned, but I still write down my list. I still write down my plans. And where the word versatility come in is you have to be able to switch up, or thinking a different way to do something when you get to a roadblock. So that's why I said versatility. It's good. You have to be versatile. W, will, and I think this word includes all the words in this list. So you have to have the will to keep it moving on bad days, bad months, bad years. If this is something that you're passionate about, you have to have that will to keep pushing, keep it moving. Y is for be you. Like I said earlier, everyone may have their own set of goals, their own set of outcomes, and you just have to be you, and you have to do you, and you have to find out, what works best for you. So don't compare yourself to anyone else, just be you. This journey, your goal, and the journey to achieving your goals is going to be unique for you. It's going to be all about you. So just be yourself. And Z is for zest. Have energy to put in the effort and be consistent. Like I said earlier, working on your mind, your body, and your spirit is very important before you start working on your goals. I feel like if those three things are intact in achieving success or with your goals, or even setting up goals, it's not going to work out. Achieving success, maintaining success, it's not going to work out. It's going to be hard. So in order to have the energy to do that, you have to work on I feel like you should work on those three things. And then when those are in check, you have the energy to put towards your goals. And that is my ABCs for achieving your goals. It's the beginning of the year. It's the time when everybody set goals. They reflect on last year, or they reflect on their life, and they see what they want to do different. I've done it. I'm doing it now. And I came up with this list when I was writing my own goals. So I hope this list helps you. If it does, go ahead and like the video. Thanks for watching. I'll be dropping more words of encouragement as I move along on my own journey, and I feel compelled to share things. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my next words of encouragement.